We're all here.
Who's we?
We're all here to destroy you.
All right, haves and have not fans. So, I mean, wow, that ending. Now, let me just say up front, I said this before, I think it's pretty obvious that Candace is dreaming. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Tyler Perry has pulled some unbelievable stunts in various various media, if you will. Sorry, I'm flipping a page of notes here. In regards to characters who inexplicably survive near death, if not fatal injuries or overdoses, what have you, and then get up like there's nothing wrong. But Oscar was shoved from a window out of the 30th floor of a hotel. He did. And even if by some stretch of the imagination he survived that, the fact that he's up and walking around. Now, don't get me wrong. It's like, well, Jeremy, I mean, remember when David damn near had his back blown off in that car explosion? And then after a few episodes, he was ready to get out of the hospital. And, you know, he was struggling to get around, but he had that back or the burn heel suit on. And all of a sudden now he's okay. Touche. But Oscar didn't fall in the pool. Oscar didn't fall on a car. He fell on the pavement. Paramedics and everything were out there. So he's a ghost. He's a figment of Candace's imagination. It's a bad dream. It's her guilt manifesting in a dream. So before going further in the video, please take a moment to hit like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to select all. That way you don't miss out when I post content on the channel. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Now, to me, what really hit home was that delivery of, we're here. What? We're all here. What do you mean we? We're all here to destroy you. Oscar's like, I'm not going to kill you. I can't die. You can't kill me. So we're all here to destroy you. Now, what does that mean? So first of all, we know that in the preview for next week, there's a moment where Benny comes back to the hotel and him and Candace rush, most likely to go see Hannah because of the drive-by. So this is indeed a bad dream here. Now, the knock on the door could be Benny, but I'm not 100% sure of that. But regardless, here's the thing. When Oscar says we're all here to destroy you, I really think back to the funeral home scene in the Veronica show. That episode, the Veronica show. I think that was like the season 4 finale, if I'm not mistaken. And basically, Candace was going off saying, I can't wait for you to die, talking to Hannah, I can't wait for you to die so I can stand over your grave and spit on it. But then Hannah flips it around saying, what you just wished on me is going to happen to you. All the people you've wronged, all the people you've hurt, conned, slept with, everybody you've done anything bad to, you're going to be the one who's buried in an unmarked grave, and they'll be standing over you. And I feel like that's what's happening here. I mean, I feel like this would be an amazing chance to have all the characters wronged by Candace, alive or dead, but let's just say the dead ones, come back to haunt her. Now, I didn't even know Oscar was coming back, but then again, there were a lot of reshoots and everything, so I don't know what's happening. I thought that was honestly one of the wow factors for me when it came into the final season of episodes. But since we've had 6 duds and, you know, we got 2 episodes left, it's like I really would hate for them to surprise us with all kinds of things in the last 2 episodes, because it's like, well, damn, instead of making the first few episodes, well, over half of the last 8 episodes trash, you could have made appearances here and there. But no, I mean, you could have Warlock show up, Quincy, Malik, that was the guy that was hired by Candace to rough up Hannah but ended up dead, Amanda to an extent. Now, Erica and Amanda were not killed directly by Candace. You could argue that Amanda was shaken up by Candace's activities. Notice, like, she stopped taking her meds. I don't blame Candace for her being raped by Professor Cannon, but it was kind of guilt by association, because Professor Cannon thought that because Amanda was Candace's roommate, that she was an escort too. Erica was pretty much put in place by Candace to, you know, mark David and whatnot. So I'd say that Warlock, Quincy. Quincy didn't die because of Candace. Well, Jeffrey technically was the one that killed Quincy from all the stab wounds. It's just that when he regained consciousness, Candace didn't call 911. She just sat there until he died. So Warlock, she didn't kill directly, but she orchestrated his death with the Malones. And so Malik, you know, technically you could say Hannah killed him, but I'm still not 100% sure if he was dead when RK checked his pulse. He could have just been unconscious. But in any case, Candace set the van on fire. So it's like, you know, I still say Malik, you know, would come up. And Oscar, of course. But what it would have been interesting is, like, after all these specters of Candace's past come to haunt her, have a knock on the door be from little Quincy Jr. That would be emotional, especially with her carrying a child now. So I feel like overall, you know, Oscar is kind of, you know, saying, hey, you know, I'm speaking to you from beyond the grave, but guess what? You'll be here with us before it's all said and done, meaning that Candace's death is coming upon her. And I definitely believe that, due to the fact that, you know, Jim has word somewhat that the young family protection is null and void. And if he pays the right amount of money, the Malones could handle Candace for him once and for all. So I know that Candace has the Secret Service watching, but given Charles's reaction to the pregnancy, I don't know. This could be the best of both worlds. So I definitely feel like when Oscar said, we're all here to destroy you, I think it means all the people that Candace has destroyed, either directly or indirectly. If you watch Black Lightning, then you know Lala, aka Tattoo Man, he was killed by Tobias Well and resurrected through the Lazarus Project. And basically, he had tattoos appear on his body that would burn him. Essentially, the people he's either killed directly or indirectly. And there was a lot of people. I feel like the same thing is happening to Candace, where everybody she's wronged has come back to haunt her. And to be completely honest, fans have been speculating and wanting this for years, like Maggie, Amanda, Melissa. So many characters like Veronica or whoever has killed or orchestrated their death, they could have come back in fashions like this to allow the actors to come back to remind us who they are, because some people are looking at this like, who the hell is this guy? And I don't blame them, because it's been so long since we've seen Oscar. So I feel like what they could have done throughout this season is, like, you're making Candace out to be the, oh, she's a nice girl and, you know, she's looking out for her brother and everything, but it's like you could have seen shades of these guilt trips happening throughout the season to have fans going, what the that would have been more dramatic than Oscar randomly popping out. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy to see him, but it's like, I think this could have been handled a little bit better. But what do you think Oscar meant when he said, we're all here to destroy you? I really feel like we're probably going to get cameos from people like Warlock, Quincy, maybe even Amanda and Erica, because remember, Erica technically cameoed when Alyssa showed David the phone, so you never know. But with that being said, what do you think is going to happen next? This was pretty intense, so hopefully the next episode is really good as a result. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And with that being said, I'll talk to you later.